The tradition of kneeling to propose marriage is deeply rooted in history, representing a blend of cultural, religious, and romantic values. In ancient societies, marriage was often a strategic alliance, rather than a romantic endeavor. Families arranged unions to strengthen ties and ensure economic benefits, with public displays of devotion rarely shown. Proposals were typically negotiated through familial ties, devoid of the intimate sentiments that characterize modern relationships. However, as time progressed, particularly during the Middle Ages in Europe, notions of love began to flourish within romantic connections. This evolution marked a transition where individual emotions and affections took precedence over purely transactional marriages. Amid this shift, the act of kneeling emerged as a potent symbol of submission and devotion, intricately tied to the ideals of chivalry and honor. The act of kneeling found its origins in various influences, particularly the homage knights paid to their lords. This gesture of humility and respect mirrored the emotional surrender to love when knights pledged their loyalty to the ladies they adored. Kneeling transformed into a representation of honor, connection, and the desire to please one's beloved, cementing its place in the lexicon of romantic gestures. Religious beliefs fortified this tradition, further with kneeling often signifying reverence in spiritual contexts. When a man kneels to propose, it conveys a serious commitment, akin to the solemn oaths made during religious ceremonies. This powerful act encompasses a promise to love and protect one's partner, intertwining love and faith into a singular, heartfelt expression of devotion. During the Romantic era of the 18th and 19th centuries, the notion of love became central to courtship, prompting public displays of affection and grand gestures. The symbolic act of kneeling to propose redefined the narrative surrounding marriage, marking it as a moment of emotional vulnerability and profound significance. By the 20th century, kneeling during proposals became a widely accepted practice, often depicted in literature and film. This iconic image has come to represent vulnerability, hope, and the promise of a shared future. Today, while the practice continues worldwide, with regional variations, the core sentiment remains. The act of kneeling embodies love, commitment, and the blossoming of a lifelong partnership. As society evolves, this cherished tradition likely endures, symbolizing an everlasting bond of devotion between lovers.